Hey, Tannah, how's it going?
Peachy, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Look at us. Second episode in a row, we have a guest.
Yes, we have our guest. Guest Laura.
Hello.
Are you so excited to be here?
I am. I'm ready. All things 6. Let's go.
She's born ready.
Born ready. Literally. That is like the sixth thing.
Into the six. You want to give our little spiel for where we can find, where folks can share, chat at us?
All the things. So just as a reminder, this is Tannah and I's podcast called the Enneagram Adventure, where Tannah and I talk about all things Enneagram. Tannah and I are both certified coaches with the IEQ 9, so we use that tool in order to help people learn, develop, grow through the Enneagram. We love it when you guys interact with us, and so you can find us on all the major social platforms. So as we're going through this today, if you have questions, comments, thoughts pop up, we would love to hear from you on those topics.
Yeah, let's get into it. Guest Laura, the resident 6 today.
The resident 6.
I want to get like all the way into it with you, but so Laura and Holly know each other from Tri-Life, from personal to you name it, but I've heard about Laura and I feel like I know Laura. I am a thinks like a 6, so I feel like we're going to be fast best friends. Yeah. And obviously I'm a 2, so I'm going to force myself to be that for you.
That's fine.
She's now all Laura, follow Laura on every platform.
Follow. My God, do you want to come to Christmas?
Probably worth it.
So I am really interested to hear about like you living day in and day out as a 6, where like my tendency is a thinks like and where there's connection points. When did you figure out your number? How long have you?
Oh, gosh. Okay, well, I've been friends with Holly for...
Since 2019.
6 years? Yeah.
2019? I think we knew each other before 2019.
Yes.
I'm not going to be on the sound of a mic right now.
No. 2019.
Yeah.
And I feel like very quickly after that, I could tell you when I took the big one.
It was 2020.
It was 2020. And then I took the in-depth one that gives you all of the other stuff in 2022. So 2020. I've been a 6 since 2020.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I hope we get to Soulchild, but like, I have a lot of questions. So when you first got your results, how did you feel?
Oh,
like
it was
reading...
spot on.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Like loyal skeptic? Yes.
Just in the name?
Just the name. I could tell you that, and that's like everyone, that's all they need to know.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I am in my life, in a nutshell.
Okay. Is there anything that stuck out in the 6 that you were like, I don't really know, or like, wow, I'm really triggered by that, and that's hard to read?
I don't think so. I'm like trying to think back. It felt very fitting for me.
Okay.
And it was one of those like, oh, so this is how I've operated for so long.
Yeah.
Like in this realm.
Yeah. What part of it spoke most to you? Because like when I read through my 2 thing, I was particularly triggered by like the helper. I'm like, oh, I'm so much more than that. You. But there was, for me, it was how I move in the way of getting affection through doing things for others and like acts of service. But was there anything that stuck out that you can recall? You were like, absolutely, yes, 100%. I can think of 5 examples where I do that every single day.
Well, I think a lot of it is the loyalty I have to people. Like, I'm going to like show up real hard for the people that I love. But then if you burn me, probably not going to ever show up for you again.
If you cross her in any way, shape, or form, it's like done. Light a match.
Like light the match. It's
done.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's real.
Okay.
And like if someone burns my friends, like, yeah.
Like you're dead to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
we ride at dawn.
Yeah. I can vibe with that.
I am like loyal to a fault probably, but
That's great. I love that. That speaks to my 2. Was there anything that you started noticing more about yourself after getting your results?
probably being prepared for literally everything and anything. I don't think I realized I was doing it until like Holly and I would talk through stuff and she's like, yeah, because you're a 6. And I'm like, oh, like literally case in point today, I had 2 different outfits packed for after our run, just because you never know.
You never know. Like what's going to happen where you need the second.
Well, okay, so here's case in point for today. So we get out, we're running, and I'm like, why is it cold? I didn't expect it to feel cold. Mm-hmm. So I didn't pack a sweatshirt. Like, no, I just packed shorts and a t-shirt because I was like, it's going to be hot. I don't need a sweatshirt. No.
I had a sweatshirt in the car.
Yeah. Yes, she had a sweatshirt in the car. And I was like, nope, didn't even, like, nope.
Oh my gosh.
Not part of my...
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. You guys, I can resonate with this a little bit. This is just a tiny tangent that I'm going to go on. Friday, I was going to find a Yeti Camino bag. I don't know where this shows up in my Enneagram, but I'm like, all the cool moms have this bag, and I'm going to have it. You have 2? I knew we were best friends. Stop it. When did you get it, and why did no one tell me?
They're the greatest bags ever. You
that
can
this
wipe them down.
It's like, why did no one tell me? So I'm literally like 4 months late to the party, is what I feel like. So I was scouring Madison. I went to Farm and Fleet. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods.
You should go to the men's hardware stores.
Yes.
Yetis.
I went to REI. I went everywhere because I was like, I need that 50 Camino bag that's going to hold like all my kids' shit in it. I'm already planning for when we go to this family reunion trip, we make like 17 trips between the hotel room and the pool. I'm like, I need this bag because I need to pack all of the things that I will ever need into this bag. Anyway, I didn't find it, but I did find one on Amazon in the right color. And it doesn't get here until August, but it's fine. So, tiny tangent to say, this bag is going to hold everything I need. Band-Aids, wipes, snacks, towels, change of clothes. Yes. High noons.
The wine bottles fit inside.
Yeah. I need something to carry it all. So anyway, when you are thinking through like all of the things that you pack in a day, is it like, what would happen to you if you didn't? Like if you were like, I'm going to pack this spare outfit, what would happen to you if you didn't do that?
I mean, nothing would actually happen.
Well, right. But like, what's the thought process?
It's so unnerving. Like, you just never know.
So you're convinced that like, you know.
Like I'm the person if like I come upon an accident that you're like, a car is broken down, I have a blanket I could give you if it's wintertime.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Don't approach strangers though. You're 6. You'll be like, well, what if they murdered me?
Well, I've thought through all of the steps that they occurred to me before I approach them.
You're assessing age, physical ability.
Can I outrun them? Can I take them down?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But then it's also my nature where I'm like, oh, I'm going to help you. Yeah.
Yeah. Is she or acts like a, what's her tri type? Do you remember?
Acts like a 1, feels like a
3.
It feels like 3.
Feels like a 3.
Acts like a 1, feels like a 3. So you don't have many feelings.
Oh, yeah, I don't like feelings.
Oh.
She has lots of feelings. This isn't a question. This is not a question of if she has feelings. It's not a question of if she has feelings. There are lots of feelings. She does not like any of the feelings.
No, yeah.
This is very much the feels like a 3 of like, we don't have time for this, so we're just gonna like bury that and just hang on to it for later.
Ooh, yeah. And then that oneness. Wow.
Yeah. Well, and my mother is a 1, so I don't know if this and she wants to talk about the feelings immediately.
Oh, because she wants to address it and get it out of the way.
Yes.
And you're like...
Shout out to you, Mom. Hi.
And you're like, oh, that's great. That's great. Hi, Mom. Well, it's interesting, too, because... So I'm an acts like a 1. And I think for me, it shows up more like a list, or I've talked about that on other podcasts, where it's like I can't reward myself with something. It's kind of like a form of punishment for me.
Well, do you write down on your list, make the bed if you've already made the bed, just so you can cross it off?
Yeah. Or God, you guys, this Camino bag was a really big step for me because normally I have to earn that because it's $200. Mm-hmm. Normally I have to do something to earn that. And I was like, fuck it. We're just buying it.
I have 2.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Are they both 50s? They're large.
35 and a 50.
Okay. See? She's got options. Always got options.
Always need options.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Well, we could rabbit hole down the Yeti coffee cups that I own. So.
Well, careful. I might need more. So how does your 6 show up in, leave it to me to ask this question, the 2 asking the question about relationships, but like, how does that show up in relationships for you as a whole? Like, do you find yourself more attached to a smaller number of people? Do you like tend to overextend? Do you, like, what do you notice?
Oh, I think it's a small group of people. Because there's also like the skeptic in me that I'm like, I don't trust you. Like, I don't trust a lot of people.
Is that because you've been burned?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Single.
Okay.
Because I've been burned.
Okay, that makes sense. So you're single, and I'm sure that shows up like in a dating world if you are dating, right? Like, how hard is that for you?
I don't date.
She's highly skeptical. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I
That's
don't.
fair.
No.
She's a strong, independent woman, folks. You don't need no man.
It's also just like, I don't have time. I don't have time for that either. Like,
Do you busy yourself
yes.
to avoid it?
Not to avoid dating, but I like to keep, I will either be like doing so much or like comatose horizontal on my couch because I need rot time.
Oh, I love a good bed rot. Well, is it, I'm curious because the 3 makes me wonder about like busying yourself to the point of like not then thinking about or dealing with like a feeling or like the uncomfortable thing or okay.
Well, we talked about this today while running about Ironman training being the distraction.
Yeah. Like I have other things I'm like working through in life, and I was like, oh yeah, I made this realization that Iron Man was the gigantic distractor, and now I'm like having to deal with it.
Yeah, that's hard. How's that going?
Not great. I think we've talked about Brandon about 800 times in the last 2 days.
I did just spend 6 days with him.
But more of like, oh, I just need to work with Brandon.
Oh my gosh. I will sales pitch you on him all day long. He is, listen, I am, so in my 2-ness, like similar, I will like numb out or like not even know my own needs, feelings, anything else. So with him, it was like kind of this, like me jumping off of a cliff and being like, okay, we're just going to look at all this really ugly shit that I haven't been thinking or feeling about in a really long time. And it, like, I can't say enough good things about it. It is very scary, like to think about that process. But
I feel like though, because I know enough people that work with him, I'm like, let's go.
let's go. It'll make me better.
Yeah, like full send.
So how much do you know about your growth and stress lines?
Oh, I can't remember. Hold on.
Your growth is to 9.
Growth is to 9. Yes.
I'll just riff this really quick. Okay, so just a refresher for 6s. Growth, the growth or security line is to 9, and the stress line is to 3. So this could look like in stress being overly competitive, even in ways that you might not recognize. There's like another 6 in my life who talks about it's not competitive like I have to win the game. Right. It's like, but this like competitive edge comes out in like how they talk about things or like conversations or arguments or whatever, or like proving a point. That's kind of how she describes it. But then in growth, it would go to 9. And so what this often looks like for 6s is how can you like learn to lean into it's all going to be okay, kind of go with the flow feeling of the 9.
That's kind of the vibe I was trying to feel out when I asked the question, like what would happen? And you're like, walk me through that thought process of what would happen. And you're like, well, nothing would happen. But like, I still need to prepare for the thing that happens. Right. Because I think I've mentioned too, for me, it happens more so with my kids of like worst case scenario. Like when I am the most stressed, I will look at their monitors at night and be like, what if I look over and there's like a stranger in their room that's going to kidnap them? What am I going to do? Like where It's fucked up. Like, it's super fucked up. I'm the first one to say it. I know.
Holly's like,
I know.
how do you people live
I
in this
know.
mindset?
I know. And like it gets really bad. I've noticed that if I watch something like scary before bed, like a thriller, like
Right, you have
if
to
my
check the
yeah,
lock.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I got to check the lock a couple times. I like run up the stairs after I turn the last light off, like sprint because someone's chasing me, gonna axe murder me. But it shows up more with. It's almost like that's the easiest target, so it allows me to spin out a little bit more with them when I'm thinking like that because it's easy. Like that would be horrific if something happened to
I'm
any
trying
of
to
them.
think about what my like, spin out would be.
The thing that just popped into my head, though, right as you're talking through this, is like, are we addicted to our own suffering or what?
Oh my god.
Like,
Oh my god, 100%.
Like, you're just like, this is a story of your own making.
Listen, I still have a lot of work to do, okay? I'm a work in progress. I'm getting better.
Well, I'm like, what is my like spin out? Like, what is the thing? Or the kids call it crashing out these days.
Oh my god, you're so trendy. Okay, yeah.
I'm old though. Like compared to the people I work with that I like learn all this stuff from, like I'm the old one. So
Listen, my kid started calling me Sigma the other day. And I was like, what is that?
I don't know what that means.
I guess it's either good or bad. There's dialect, but like,
wow.
okay. What do you crash out about?
don't know.
Like, what's your crash out?
Oh, I'm trying to think what my crash out is.
Being left alone.
I don't know.
What was the sixth fear? Well, everybody's a little bit afraid of abandonment, but
Well,
like,
security is my like.
Yeah, they say that with sixes, it's their primary motivation comes from the fear of being left alone in an unsafe world.
I don't know. I really like to be alone though. That's like the weird where I'm like, I'm fine.
yeah, maybe it's like companionship though for you because it sounds like you get your needs met by like your very close friends.
Yeah.
So you're able to like kind of exercise that.
Well, and the left alone is like not necessarily always meaning people, but left alone, like you will not have the resources that you need in an unsafe world.
Yeah.
Yeah, like well,
that could
if
be
you
it.
didn't have 2 Camino bags.
Might have to use a different bag because I have enough bags to drown a human. But
I mean, yeah.
yeah, I mean, when you like actually look at me as a person, I have like everything possible prepared.
Are
like
you the person with like kitty litter in their trunk?
No, but like I have a winter shovel
In your trunk.
in the wintertime, yes.
And
What if you get stuck in the snow?
what you drive that?
Oh, we all drive vehicle, correct.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. You and my husband and his tourniquet in his truck would get along really
I don't have
nice.
a tourniquet, but I do have like essentially a full med like supply in my car. I do have a CPR mask just in case.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but first you have to tell everybody what it is you do for a living because that
Yeah,
plays
what do
into
you do
that.
for a living? I don't know that.
I am a nurse.
Oh,
So-
okay.
There's also like
Wow.
a facet of my job that like I mentally am always preparing for something.
Yeah, that's like fueled for you all day, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. And I'm in charge. Yes.
So you like want everyone around you to also be as prepared.
Yes.
And what happens when they're not?
Well, that's where I have to just let things go because
You say it like it's a current strength. Okay.
no, it's not a current strength.
Okay.
We're working on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all we can do is work on it. So, in your growth line is a 9.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you know about 9s?
Well, Aaron is a 9, so they're the peacekeeper, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. So like when they're when they have the positive traits of a 9, they are able to see all sides of something. They are really calm. They are organized. They organized to an extent. You got to give them some pretty significant direction. But if you give them the direction, like they can execute that just fine. And I guess, have you heard us talk about Soulchild? Have you and Holly talked about
I don't know
Soulchild
if we have
at all?
No.
Okay, so And for those of you who are listening who have not heard us talk about Soulchild is a theory that both Holly and I are like interested in. I wouldn't say that both of us are like sold on it necessarily. I could see where I'm
100% all in on Soulchild.
Okay, all right. She's 100% in. I'm about 75% in.
Thinks like a 6.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm literally sitting
slightly
next to a
skeptic
6, and I'm like,
about
my 6 energy is like increasing. And it's like that I'm absorbing that energy.
Straight vibes.
Like, yes, vibes. So for me, my growth line is a 4, as a 2. So there was a point in my life when I was a child that I was trending towards 4. And something happened in my life where I was no longer getting what I needed by exhibiting those behaviors and feeling that motivation of being unique and being different and being an individualist. And I felt safe or got what I needed by being helpful. So I can identify a time frame of when that happened. So for me, there's a whole episode on Soulchild for me, but the way that it showed up was significant change where my parents got a divorce. And there was a lot of just noise, and I couldn't also be noisy and be the dirty tomboy that wouldn't do anything I was told to do just because I was an individual and I didn't want to brush my hair. So I shifted to being a 2 because then it like that's where I got my love and affection, or that's what made me feel safe and like I wasn't going to be abandoned. And so if you think about a 9, do you recall a point in your life?
So like if you think about this, the idea behind Soulchild, right, is that, and this would have, the time that you would be thinking of, if you can remember it, would be like before you turned 8. Like pretty little kid, right? So it would be something, the way I interpreted it would, for your life, right, would be like from toddler to about the age of 8, you might have been on trend at some point to be a 9. You were like a peaceful kid, a quiet kid, like a keep to yourself kid sort of situation. And there could have been something that happened. It doesn't have to be literal trauma. It could be something within your household shifted or expectations changed or something like that, where then all of a sudden it was like, oh no, I need to be prepared for everything. Like it's no longer safe for me to kind of be this quiet, peaceful kid. I need to double down on this energy of like preparing for things and being vigilant and knowing what's happening in my family at all times. And there's also an element related to 6s where that's also the like taking care of others comes in.
That's a very profound question. We just asked you.
Question. I don't know. That's like perplexing of that shift. I also feel like my brain does not like remember childhood. I don't know. That's, I mean, fully something that
There's this guy, Brandon.
Yeah. There's this guy named Brandon. I mean, if I like think back to things, that might have been like when I really started like dancing more, and like we also lived 20 minutes out of town, so you always had to have, it's like when we leave the house, you have to have everything you need. Sure. When you're like going to school and then going to dance and going to this and going to that. So it was like also having to always be prepared.
Oh, interesting.
Because like you're not going back home.
Do you remember a time when you were a kid when you didn't have something?
No.
That you needed? I can point back to my Thinks Like a 6, where multiple times one or both of my parents took me to the wrong field for soccer. So I was really late, and I hated that for multiple reasons. Like one, that was my outlet. That was where I got to like be physical and be rough and angry and get some of the energy out. I thank goodness for Brandon. So then it would like make me miss out on that time. But then, so I was always like hyper vigilant of the schedule and like, do you know where it is? Do you know what time it is? Do you know, like, because I hated that feeling. I can still like picture myself like running, and it was like almost halftime in one of them, and I was so pissed. I was just angry.
I don't think I feel like I've just always been prepared. I don't know. We could have my mother weigh in on this one day.
Oh, that would be a good
I do
one.
have the
Mother-daughter.
reoccurring, you know, people have like the reoccurring dream that they like forget their like high school locker code.
Yeah.
I have the reoccurring dream that I have like my dance tights have a hole in them.
Interesting.
Like I'm going through my bag and like every pair has a hole in them. That's my reoccurring dream.
Oh, we could take that in a few different directions. My recurring dream is that I didn't actually graduate college. I'm
Jump
a
scare.
fraud. I signed up for a class and just didn't go for a whole semester. So then I wake up and I'm like, shit, like,
And
this
then
is
she
like,
goes and checks that her diploma's
no,
actually
you're not wrong. I'm like, is this real? Is it signed? Does that matter? I don't know. Pull my transcripts. I don't know.
Right.
Okay. So you can't really pinpoint necessarily a time when or if
no.
it shifted for you. Okay. So
I feel like if you ask my mother, I've been an anxious human my entire life.
really,
Yes.
like what would you be anxious about as a kid?
I don't like existing. I don't know.
Just like the world is
just
scary.
Always, yeah.
Like the very six energy, the world is
Yeah.
scary. And I need to be prepared and feel safe in a very unsafe,
very unsafe world.
unforgiving
Yeah.
world. Okay. I mean,
Well, if we think about like, I mean, that's why it's a theory. That's why Soulchild is a theory, and it's not necessarily true for everyone. I can point to it as absolutely
Yeah.
true for me, but doesn't mean it's true for everyone. I do think there is something to be said, and I've heard Suzanne Stabile talk about this once in a while, like that you just are born, like you're kind of born your type, and that's what it's going to be. I think that's worthwhile to talk about from the standpoint of that doesn't let you off the hook in terms of like the development and growth that we hope people are seeking when they take the Enneagram or whatever, right?
right. Yeah, for sure. What's your subtype?
Self-preservation.
Ooh. Okay. How does that resonate?
I mean, it feels very, yeah.
So, where does it show up most then in your behaviors in terms of the self-preservation? Because I hear you talk a lot about like the other people in your life. So, what does that do for you? Like, what do the other people, is that part of the self-preservation?
I feel like a lot of my self-preservation is like keeping myself safe from being hurt. That's like being prepared for everything. Like, where it's like, okay, well, if I like know everything's going to happen and I'm fully prepared, there's like nothing that could possibly go wrong that's going to like upset me.
I was going to say like physically hurt, mentally hurt, like what
All
is
of the above.
Okay. When you are hurt, like what happens? What's the feeling?
Oh, I retreat. I think that's where like the preservation comes from.
So you withdraw.
She doubles down on 5. She has big 5 wing.
Okay. Is there 8 energy that comes out at some point? Like, do you have to get that out at some point? Because I heard you say, like, my mom wants to talk about it right away. And
Well, like the 8 for it wouldn't be 8, it would be 3 for her. Like
it's that
it would come
3.
through the 3, which would still be like, so if her mom's like, let's talk about how you feel, and she's like, fuck no, I don't want to talk about how I feel, right? Like the
feelings are inefficient.
yeah, but that's like the aggressive side or whatever is going to come through the 3 rather than through the 8.
Well, and I'm like I need like 7 to 10 business days to think about this. Like,
So do you circle back to it?
usually, yeah. But it's like, I just like I need to be alone and to ponder it and think about it. Like, I don't want to talk about it right away.
Does it like fester for you then? Or is it actually healthier for you to take the time?
I think it's healthier for me.
Like, because you show up better
Because
in
then I
the
can like
circle back.
process it and like, okay. And it's also like, okay, let's think about the feelings and think about everything that could happen within all of that. And like,
So, well, maybe that's healthy too if that 5 wing is super strong, where do you find yourself getting a little curious about why something happened
I think, yeah.
the way that it did, or like questioning intent, positive, negative, neutral, everything in
and
between?
like, let's break down everything that happened.
I think that's healthy. I'm a little jealous of that actually, because I've done a lot of work with Brandon on that, but like being able to remove the emotion from the conversation before I say the thing because I go straight ugly 8 and I say shit that I don't
I don't
mean.
think I've always been that way, though. Like, I think it's taken me a lot of practice to be like, okay, and more so to, like, say what I need. Like,
Yeah.
I need some time here. Like,
Yeah.
I don't do well talking about it right away. It doesn't benefit me.
She also recently shared this example with me about how she set a boundary with somebody. It was like super major growth because I don't know that I could have done it.
I was like, Holly, you'll be so proud.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Teach me your ways.
Well, it was literally, I like didn't respond immediately. And that was where I was like, I just need like, what do I need this to look like so that future me feels better?
Laura.
I know.
Queen.
We're slowly getting somewhere.
Yeah, no, like if you want to teach me about that, that would be great. I think you bring up a good point though. So I guess transitioning a little bit to if you could ask like all of the people that are closest to you in the world for something, like what do you need? Like if you really think about it from them, like what is
need
most
them to
important?
never go away.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. And
Not Holly talking about moving, and I'm like,
well,
please
like,
don't do that.
do you? Oh my God, we had the same reaction. She like said some wild shit about like
Moving to Colorado.
looking at
I'm like,
properties, and I'm like, ma'am, ma'am, we didn't talk about this.
right.
That's not.
We didn't have a family meeting to
Yeah,
discuss
that's not like
how
in
this is
the
going to
plan.
work. Yeah.
But if you think about that though, like you need them to not go away. What happens when somebody does? Like, do you go through like a grief process?
Yes. Like I grieve relationships very deeply.
Really? Really? Okay. And like even friendships, like do you grieve?
Yeah. I mean, I like very vividly remember I had a friend and I was like her maid of honor, maybe one of them. And like literally she stopped speaking to me after the wedding. And it was like, what just happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, but like no answer to. I'm also the person like I want to know why. Like tell me why. And so when there's like no reason or as the kids say, you get ghosted. I don't do well with that. And it takes me a long time to get over it.
Oh, so in like year 3 and year 1, you're like, what did I do?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that makes me sad.
Because I also like operate, and I don't even know if this is anything to the 6 of like, I'm always doing something wrong. And it's always my fault.
I don't know if that
be
might be your,
I mean, I think that's part of the human experience, but
Yeah.
also there's like someone in that, right? Like never
Yeah.
good enough. But then, but every Enneagram type is trying to solve for essentially what you just described in their own way. So 6s are solving like
resources
by being prepared, right? Like if I'm prepared for everything and I have everything that anybody could ever need, want, or whatever from me, no one will leave me, right? And the 5 is like, well, if I just know all of the things, if I can just be the smartest one in the room and like through my knowledge, like supply all this stuff to that, then they will never leave me. And the 7's like, if I'm just fun all the time and like no one will ever leave me because I'm fun, right? So like every number is like,
yeah.
Well, it's the security of every number. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So one of my closest friends is a 6, but she is a counterphobic 6. So she has this really different relationship with authority. So how do you view authority being a phobic 6?
I mean, we could talk about how I was sobbing in my manager's office recently.
I mean, same. It happens.
But more of like I very much respect anyone in authority. It also is coming from someone who operates their job in a place of authority too is interesting, I think. Because there's moments where I'm like, oh, I have to be the bad guy. Like, but I'm always the bad guy kind of. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, she kind of has this like lack of trust because of like instability that happened in her relationship with authority. So she's like constantly pushing against it and she's like anti. So for her, it will sometimes show up in an odd space of projection where some of the people in her life feel sometimes judged by her when she's like absolutely floored anytime somebody is like, well, I didn't tell you that because I thought you'd judge me. She's like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, why?
Meanwhile, my manager's like, I told you this because I knew you'd want to know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's interesting.
But do you think people feel judged by you?
Yes.
Like, give me an example of that. Like, what is...
Oh, I mean, I've very high expectations of a lot of people as well. And so I don't think people know where those expectations come from. And so a lot of times I think I'm judging them.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Whereas like I could literally care, like in the realm of human beings, like I'm not judging you. I don't even care what you choose to do.
That's so interesting. That's exactly what...
But like I
says.
want you to be a good human.
Yes. She's like, I want what's best for you. And like, that isn't what's best for you, but it comes off like judgment.
Well, and like the perspective of like my job where I'm like, I have expectations for them as nurses because I want you to be the best nurse. And I want you to do the best for your patients.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Have you ever had somebody like outside of the working environment say that to you before where they felt judged or...
I don't think so. Not that I can think of. Because like if you ask a lot of people to like, I'm the worst critic of myself. Like nobody else.
Well, it's a little...
I mean, I think you and I have a mutual friend who would say that she feels judged. But this is like a symptom though of like the mirror, right? Like
Yes, it's that mirroring.
And because I think she would say it to both of us, but I think in that it becomes like no, I have never once. Like it's not like I don't care. You do you. Like stop. Like don't put your shit on me.
Right.
But it becomes that mirror or whatever, right? So
yes.
Yeah, I guess in that type of thought process, yeah. And like that one person. But it's a lot of people, it's just they're putting their own crap on other people where it's like that's not my problem, that's actually your problem.
Do you find it easy to be like, that's not my problem, that's your problem?
Not you. No, I feel it. No.
Oh, he's actively shaking her head.
We were literally discussing this last night where I'm like, I'm a people pleaser, but I don't want to be a people pleaser. But I'm actually a people pleaser.
Listen, do you want to start a club?
I got a guy for that.
Do you want to? I'll make leather jackets.
Right. People Pleaser Club. Sponsored by
PPC. Sponsored by Enneagram Adventure.
Enneagram Adventures. I said this at work the other day. I was like, oh, I just like don't care what they think, but I do care what they think. And I was like, what just came out of my mouth? Like I want to not care.
Yeah.
But like deeply I do.
Yeah. That was something my sixth friend just went through a little bit. She was at a conference and she had to present at a conference and she was feeling all kinds of like I'm not good enough, what am I doing? And the more that people engaged with her throughout, it like made her go like full like 7-wing and she 7'd the shit out of it and she did so great. Like people were engaging with her, asking her questions, and I was so proud of her. But she leading up to was a nervous wreck. Because all of these people were going to be staring at her. And like, what is that going to feel like? I think is where.
Well, my friend Allie talks about this too, because I'll like say stuff and she's like, yeah, but you post on social media all the time. And I'm like, oh, yeah, but like there's a part of that feels like I'm not being judged by. It's
also like safe, right? It's like you control like what is being put out. So it's.
I also think there's like, and maybe everybody's different when it comes to social media, but I've found lately, like as we're putting out like more and more content, as things are like, I'm like very detached from it. Like sometimes I will even watch back like reels of us, and it's like it's not me. Like I'm so detached from it.
Yeah. That's usually how I listen to our podcast.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like when I listen to us back, it is not me. I'm not listening to me.
Yeah.
No, it's somebody else.
Yep.
Out of body. Yeah.
Well, I'm like, oh, when I listen to this, because I mean, it's one of those where your voice sounds different in your head, and then you hear your voice.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Immediately. Every episode I'm like, what the fuck was that? Why? Like, oh my God. Every episode
This is
multiple
like sometimes Holly and I will talk about things. She's like, yeah, no, that's never a thought. And I'm like, what?
I'm like really jealous when she says that sometimes, because I'm like, holy shit, the amount I could like free up in my brain.
Oh.
If I could be like, yeah, no, not a thought that crossed
We
my
literally
mind.
said that running today. I was like, I just would love for like that to not just be all sitting in my brain 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah. Like there are some things that live rent free in my brain that I need to be charging a significant amount of rent for, so they get the fuck out. Like
Evict.
It's wild. Like a murderer being in my kid's room and I see it on the monitor. What the hell is wrong with me? Legit.
I mean, that's kind of similar when I was like, oh, I should get a Ring camera. I live in an apartment complex, people. What do I need a Ring camera for?
Because you do. You need one. I feel a lot better that we have like cameras all over. But my husband sleeps like a rock. So that's what I tell myself. I'm like, he's not going to hear shit. Like, and he's supposed to be like my protector in more ways than one. And he chooses to sleep on the far side of the bed. I'm like, why? So I get murdered first? Alexis? I'm like, it's very stressful, you guys. It's very stressful.
I sleep on the near side of the bed because it's closer to the bathroom.
Well, he does it in every hotel we ever stay in. I'm like, I am sacrificial for you and I. Like, I'm the distraction for how you live.
Have you always slept that way? Or since having children?
No, always slept that way. First house, he slept on that side, furthest from the door.
Well, because I like remember from childhood, my mom would sleep by the door, even when they would move the bed, because my mom moves furniture all the time.
Oh wow, okay. Just give it a little new energy.
Yeah,
okay.
feng shui. But like she was always the side of the bed, even when the bed was on the opposite wall.
That's so interesting.
So like she didn't sleep on the left side of the bed always. It just depended where the bed was.
That's so interesting. Complete side note about 8s, if there's any 8s listening. My husband is an 8 who is, I'm the sacrifice in case there's a murderer that enters our room. But I heard from a friend 8 this week that for Soulchild, the reason she became an 8 was because she didn't get attention.
Oh, she demanded it.
Yeah.
Do I know this 8?
Yes.
I think I know this 8.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I'm thinking about like our 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Holly and I's 8 will probably be a guest on the show at some point, so it will be very interesting to hear.
Yeah. So it was really interesting as I thought about it over the weekend because my husband has a younger brother and they are inherently very different. Like I don't know what his little brother's Enneagram is. I would guess he would be, if I had to guess today, it would be a 9. He can see all sides. He doesn't want to upset anybody. Like he's the first one to just go with the flow and be like, man, whatever. Like I'd rather not ruffle feathers here. Where I'm always so conscious about how I treat my kids as a result of like, I even hear like, it's a generational thing, I think a little bit where like my grandparents will say, oh my gosh, they're so different. And like, not mean to criticize the other one, but it is a criticism. So I'm so careful. And I was feeling sad for her like all weekend. I was like, oh my God, you didn't get the attention that you needed. I'm like putting that on Keegan, even though he's like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, I love when you talk and you're like, they're trying on this Enneagram.
Yeah.
Cracks me up where I'm like,
Yeah.
That's fun. Like, I'm just gonna try this on real quick.
Yep. The image I put in my head is from, I think it's Toy Story 2, where Ken is trying on all of his outfits for Barbie. And he's like dancing and stuff. And like, that's the image I have in my head, where Keegan like wakes up one morning and he tries a 3 on and he's like, bam, I'm a 3. Look at me. I wish I could do that. Like, I'm just gonna try on being a 9 today.
You could.
I could.
You could. We could
Like,
have
just-
identity shift.
Just have an identity shift for the day and like speak it with intention in the morning and be like, I'm gonna be a 9 today.
Just gonna see what it feels like.
That sounds not fun to me.
I kind of want to try it and do it like on a Monday through Friday and see if you can tell what I'm doing.
I give you 10 minutes.
Faith is so low.
And she's back to a 2.
Back to 2. Immediately. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Can I help you? Fuck. That wasn't nice. God. Sorry. I was trying to be a 7 and it's not me.
That's like the interesting part about being a 6 is that 7 is like one of the wings, and I'm just like,
Do you see that at all in yourself?
no.
Really? Mm-mm. Like, not even for a minute? Like, when you finished your Ironman?
That was a whole loaded.
I feel like that's a given. You got to feel a
Yeah.
little 7-ish, right?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
No, it's not 7. I don't think it's 7.
I don't think it's 7. Like I had one of our nursing supervisors talk about like spontaneity the other day, and I was like, that sounds absolutely terrible. Like, I'm the person with the spreadsheets. What trip was it we took? California. I had a color-coded spreadsheet.
For the trip? For
Yeah.
what you needed to bring? For what day?
Just like
Or what?
everything.
What's the colors?
We had like restaurants that we needed to go to and like parks and things she looked up and
Because I have to be prepared.
Okay. So, like, you can't do, like, we're going to drive and about halfway we're going to find a hotel.
Oh, I did. Wait, I did do this. Okay.
How'd it
Casey
go
and I
for
did
you?
do this, and everyone was shocked. So when we drove to Chattanooga for our race in May, it was like, okay, well, we'll just see like how far we drive and we'll get a hotel, which that's not very much me. And like multiple people were like, you went without a hotel booked? And we were like, yeah. So
No big.
okay, so I did do that. But I was also, it's interesting because like Casey is an 8, so I also was like, well, she'll like figure it out. And like,
Oh my God, that's so fair. That's so fair. That's how I feel about my
she's-
husband all the time. If I can't figure something out, I'm like, he'll be
sometimes
fine.
like we'll have a thing and she'll just be like, her phone will come out and it's just like, and she's like solved the problem. And you're like,
Cool.
okay.
Gucci. We're fine. We're so fine.
Oh my gosh, what else should we talk about?
What? Like,
well, I mean, I think we could riff on this like 7 spontaneity because I think for me, like, well, I romanticize 7,
yeah.
like the life of a 7, but there's like a huge opportunity for growth for you in this like wing that exists for you. It's in there. You just gotta like crack open a little bit.
Crack open.
Yeah. So I mean, I think there's something to that. Because, like, we go to California, she has the color-coded spreadsheet. These are the restaurants we need to go to. This is the stuff she's looked up. And meanwhile, here's me on my phone like, I like the name of that winery. Let's go there.
That looks fun.
But like, I will say half of the things besides the one restaurant, half of the things we randomly found for California this last time were like, so great.
And doesn't that feel good?
Yeah.
Like when you...
After. It's usually like after.
Yeah. So you're anxious like up until the point where you like get the food and you're like, okay, the vibes are fine. The food is good.
Well, because
we're
I'm like
fine.
worried. I'm like, is everyone okay? Is everyone having a good time? Like when we were in Musselman, like we had this whole like idea plan, and like I was like, oh my God, everyone's hating this. No one's enjoying this. And I was in full spiral. And everyone's like, it's fine, Laura. Nobody cares.
It's fine.
Because I like want to make sure everyone's doing okay and everyone's enjoying it.
I used to have this friend that would ask me all the time if I were quiet. It'd be like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, holy shit. Like, I'm just dissociating right now. I'm fine.
I'm in a different world.
I'm just like, oh, I'm out to lunch somewhere. Like, what's wrong? Literally nothing.
Yeah.
But they would try to like entertain me all the time in a way that it was like really hard for me and her because I would be so exhausted by that. Like some of the shit, like I just wanted to chill. Like I didn't need entertainment. Like I don't want to go do this, go do that, I don't need that.
Well, not, it's also too like there was such a large group of people, and I think that's why I just prefer small groups, because if it's like the people I'm comfortable with, I know everyone's fine.
Yeah, this was like a 10-person trip. It was kind of a lot.
Oh, got it.
Right. So Holly's get me away from these people. I'm worried if everyone's having a good time.
You are not the cruise director of everyone's happiness.
That's what I think. Get aboard. I will take you to God knows what.
Who wants to go to the Four Seasons Orlando? I'm so glad you got that. Oh my. Well, I mean, like, so 7's a little bit of work, but what else would you say that you want or feel, maybe want is the wrong word, but feel like you could do more of to show up healthier?
I mean, the
More
7 wing
balanced.
probably would be a big part.
How low is her 7 when she took it, Holly? Do you remember? Okay.
Yeah. I think more of just like being okay showing up to the things not fully prepared. Like lean into.
Holly, bring 3 swim caps.
No, what I was going to say is it's like not knowing where the parking is.
Oh,
Going without knowing where the parking is.
I have a whole thing about
do people do
parking.
that? People don't check the parking garage before they
I
go?
lived in Milwaukee for 4 years, and I couldn't wait to leave and live somewhere where I could just drive and know that they had a freaking parking lot. That
We've clearly had this discussion, but I was like, this is a point of growth for a 6. Would be like, okay, we're going to go to the thing, and we don't know where we're going to park. And it's going to be fine.
Oh, okay. So are we going to hold each other accountable to attempting
I mean, we're gonna
this?
have to. Now that I'm here and I'm your friend, and
Because as Holly's saying that, I'm like, oh yeah, I do check where the parking ramps are everywhere I go.
yes, yeah. I'm also the person that leaves the concert early to get to the car to be able to get out at a decent time
Oh, I don't know. I don't do that.
and know that I'm gonna get out. At
Yeah,
a
but what if you
reasonable time.
miss something at the concert?
I don't care. I don't care.
I'm also like the last to leave every function because what if I miss something?
Oh, you have the FOMO?
For some things. When I'm like with my people, I'm like, yeah, I'm not leaving.
Got it. Okay.
First to arrive and last to leave.
Every time.
Interesting.
Or I'll sleep in your basement. Take your pick.
That's like a little 7 energy. It's a little 7. It's like you wanna be there, you wanna experience it, you wanna be included. Like, yeah.
I don't know if I would do that with every situation though.
When we've left things early, we've generally left early together, though, to go somewhere else.
She is not wrong.
She's like eyes like
We're
it's
like
time to go.
We're like,
yeah.
so are you ready to leave? And we're both like, yeah. And Aaron's like, wait,
What?
I was talking to someone. And Ollie and I are 6 blocks down the road.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah, we do tend to just like be like, we're done.
It's fair. It's fair. Safety in numbers, you know?
Safety numbers.
Well, this has been fun. I loved this.
I
Did
hope
you love
everyone
this?
accomplished something by getting to meet me.
I did. I did. Just be ready for me to follow all of your social accounts.
Ding, ding, ding.
And for me to like hype you up on every post you have. Be like, oh my God.
What I will say is this is a moment of growth for the 5, because we'll just talk about how a lot of 5s, this is maybe a podcast for another day, compartmentalize their lives and the people in them.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because have you heard the
Yeah.
stories, like Suzanne Stabile tells the story of the 5 who, like, all these people go to this 5's funeral and they realize, like, the 5 has, like, completely kept their groups isolated from each other. So this is my work group, this is my this group, this is my this group, and none of them had ever been, like, commingled. So this is commingling for me.
Wow. I love this for you.
We just
I
have
love
to
it for
deal
me
with the
more.
wrath of Danny, apparently, who's going to be upset with you.
She's going to be so jealous. Shout out, Danny.
Well, Holly randomly texted
Wait,
me
you've
one
never
day.
met Danny?
No.
Oh my God, I win.
This is correct. This is the point.
I fucking win.
There was a random day Holly texted me and she's like, is there a reason I've never met Allie? She's like one of my other best friends. And I was like, no.
I actually love this.
We're like, just recently, we were something, and Danny says to me, she's like, so when do I get to meet Laura? And I was like, I don't know.
I can't wait to introduce you to Danny. It'll be my privilege. Danny, this is my friend Laura.
My first best friend, by the way.
Well, it is just like, I feel like, because literally I'm like, I feel like I know, we talk about Tannah, we talk about work, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I know. This is great. I love this. Well, thank you.
Oh my gosh, I love
like
this.
answering my 1,000 questions that I have and picking up on my 6 vibes. It feels very cozy for me. Holly, anything to add in closing?
I don't have anything to add other than to thank Laura for showing up. We'll have to have you back again at some point to talk more 6 things. But otherwise, I would just remind everybody to follow us on all the socials, interact with us. We love that. And while Tannah and I would invite our friends to have discussions about the Enneagram, if no one was listening, we do really appreciate all of our listeners. And so if you got something out of this conversation, if you could share it, leave us a review on Spotify or Apple, all those things are super helpful.
Awesome. I got a new friend, so that's all that matters for me. All right. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Thank you, Holly.
All right.
Till next time.
Till next time. Talk to you later.